Alright, what we're going to cover right now is just some basic bottle valve assemblies, weight of the gas, weight of the cylinder. What we have here is a typical basic 10-pound nitrous bottle, and this little one here is a 1.2-pound bottle. Now when you're referring to bottles sizes, that is actually the weight of the gas if it were filled. So this is a 10-pound bottle. What that means is if this bottle was full, it would be 10 pounds of nitrous, okay? As with this, 1.2 pound. 1.2 pounds of nitrous goes in here, all right? Now, what I want to kind of cover real fast on the bottle, the weight, they come with the stickers. On a 10-pound bottle, empty is 14.5 pounds. When it's full of nitrous, it should weigh 24.5 pounds. We do not recommend going over the limit of the valve, of the bottle, the weight. If it's 10 pounds, don't go over 10 pounds for specifically reasons of getting hurt, bodily harm, just whatever. So we don't recommend anything over that, okay? What we got right here is your bottle valve, okay? If you notice, it has a bend in it. When you mount a bottle in the car, it is typically mounted like this. The bottom of the bottle is down, the valve should be up. The bend of the tubing is going to catch that liquid portion of the nitrous in the bottle. And your bottle brackets are already cut, they're already done, so when you put the bottle in the car, the bottle not being down, because the siphon tube is going to suck up the bottom of that nitrous, this is how it's going to be, just like this. You have an O-ring, that's what seals the valve onto the bottle, okay? You've got some ports here. You've got this big port, which is a bottle nut, okay? Depending on what size hose you have, this nut will go on here. It's got a washer that goes inside the nut. You'll screw it on there with an 1 1/4 wrench or a 12-inch crescent wrench. Screw it on there tight. No Teflon nor tape is needed because it has a washer that goes in here that seals this face surface, okay? This port right here that you see, this is a bottle gauge port. This is where your gauge goes. This will monitor your nitrous pressure at all times. Your bottle valve does not have to be on to register your nitrous pressure, okay? It will always see bottle pressure with the valve turned off. This right here, very, very important. This is a safety portion of the valve, okay? Your blowdown, that's not a blowdown fitting, we'll get to that in a minute, but this is a ruptured disc inside this. What we have here, there's a ruptured disc inside here, and it's based on about 2,500 psi, okay? There's a ruptured disc right here. This little bitty ruptured disc is expected to blow and to release if the pressure gets over about 2,000, 2,500. That is for the bottle blowing up, okay? It's on there for a reason. Don't ever take this fitting out when this bottle is under pressure, because it will have a disastrous situation on your hands, all right? Now, what I'm going to show you is a blowdown fitting, which you have right here. You have a 8AN, and this right here, this is not an NPT. If you notice, this machine flat surface is to seal against the ruptured disc. That is how it goes. You tighten that up to the proper amount of tightness. You don't have to over tighten it. Hand tight, take a 12-inch crescent wrench and turn it about 1/4 of a turn. You're pretty good to go, okay? This is your blowdown fitting. This is your blowdown tube. I don't know if you can see this. Try to do the best I can here. But this is typically how it goes in the car. Just like this. You put a hole in the trunk of the car. The tube goes through it for the safety purposes of the situation. If the burst disc does blow while the bottle's in the car, all the nitrous will blow outside the car, okay? If you did not have this on here, if you just had the stock fitting on here and it blew, what would happen is the stock fitting has all these little holes and the nitrous will just come spewing out of this fitting. Okay, just another way for it to exceed the bottle, meaning that the bottle is in danger, the valve is in danger, the ruptured disc needs to blow. So that is typically for your 5 pound, 10 pound, 15 and 20 pound bottle. Now what you see here is this little bottle. This is for your 1 pound, 2 pound and 2.5 pound nitrous bottles. All this is a smaller version of your big bottle. You have an outlet. The outlet is a 1/8 NPT. Okay, requires a little bit different fitting. It does require some Teflon tape or paste on the fitting before installing in the hole. Once again, you got your burst disc fitting, same thing. They do not have any blowdown fitting tubes for this valve. It's typically for a motorcycle. It's in the atmosphere, so nothing's in the car. So this is typically just a small version of the big valve for your motorcycles.